Hey guys, so welcome back to my weekly warm reviews. Actually, I think I just did a weekly warm reviews like last week on Wednesday or Thursday, so it hasn't necessarily been an entire week, but I feel like the video got too long last time, so I'm going to keep it to a smaller amount so that way I can get through it faster. I have Harry Potter on in the background as usual. Nothing new with that. They're actually having a marathon this weekend, so I've got it on again. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move this out with my notes. This is my bin for this week. There's not a ton in here, but I feel like I can talk about them faster and all that. So let me move this down. And let's go ahead. I'm just gonna pull out from the first one. I'm just gonna pull out from the very top. They're not in any like particular order, but if you know, I've been warming through, let me zoom in a little bit. I've been warming through Front Porch, Rainbow Melts, Super Tarts. Here's my other one. Oh, I'm trying to finish up 10 Digit. So this first one that I have is from Front Porch, and it is blackberry jam shortcake and sugar cookie orange chiffon cake. Now this sounded like a wonderful blend. I was like, this sounds amazing. But it has a really weird, odd note in it. And I don't know if I'm kind of falling out of love with blackberry jam. Well, it's not butter cookie, but it's kind of the same scent. I don't know if I'm just falling out of love with that scent or what the deal is, but everywhere I warmed this, I was just like, I don't know, I just wasn't loving the mix of these two. I thought maybe the shortcake and the sugar cookie would, you know, I don't know, they would play in there together nicely, but I just wanted to whip this one. It smells okay in the bag, but once you get it warming, most of what I get out of it is blackberry jam, like a blackberry jam butter cookie type scent. Really, I didn't really smell anything else, so that would definitely not be a repurchase. Okay, let's move on into Rainbow Melt. So I actually have this one warming right now. Cotton candy cookie, cotton candy frosting, and sweet sugar cookie. This one is super sweet. This was actually 2 Rice Krispie treats. I thought I had it written down. I think they were under like an ounce each. They weren't very much. They weren't very big. I think they were samples because usually Crystal gives out pretty big samples, or she gives a lot of samples sometimes. I think she just kind of randomizes it. I don't really know. This one is super sweet. When I purchased this, I was really into these kind of scents, but now I'm kind of finding my nose is kind of changing and I'm not as much into like super sweet scents like this, but it is good. It is going through the house. It is pretty strong, so I definitely like that. And that's going in my, actually this one, let me just say I did in my 20 watt Walgreens warmer, which I think is a bit stronger than the Glade, I feel like. And I also did it in a Scentsy in my daughter's room, and I got the same throw from both areas. So there's that. Oh, strawberry buttercream pie. I was warming this one last night in my computer room. These were really small. These were for sure samples. They were kind of like, they look like a Hershey's bar, like 4 squares each. There was 2 pieces, and I weighed them, and they were less than an ounce. I want to say they were 0.6 ounces or 0.8 ounces. And I was out here doing something, and I could smell this scent, and it was coming out of the computer room. So I went in the computer room, and it was just as strong in there. So I'm wondering sometimes if I need to warm smaller amounts of things, because usually I do like 1.2 ounces or 1.5 ounces, or sometimes 2 ounces, you know, depending on if it's like a scent shot. I'll just dump the whole scent shot. You know, I don't feel like cutting things all the time. So, but this one, man, this one was really, really good. I think the strawberry to me was not a fresh picked strawberry. It was just more of like a sweet strawberry, and I think that French vanilla pudding really added just something really nice to the scent. I really enjoyed this one. It smelled really, really good. I don't know that I got the pie crust scent in there, but that one's always, like, pie crust things are always a little bit iffy for me. I don't know why. Okay, and again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but Sultana is a Lush dupe, and I'm so tired of bath products being in wax. And I don't mean that for everybody. I just mean that for myself personally. I'm just finding that I would rather just have this in the freaking soap. It was a strong thrower. I warmed it in my living room. I warmed it in a Scentsy warmer. I warmed it in a 20-watt warmer, and it seemed to do fine. It was pretty strong. But it was just, you know, it just smelled like the soap. I mean, exactly how you would expect it to smell. I'm not that familiar with Sultana, but it does smell like a bar soap, not like Dove or anything like that. It's definitely got its own unique scent, but I mean, there's nothing like particular in this scent that I can like really draw out. So yeah, so that one was just okay. It's not something that I want warming through my house. I'd rather just use it in the shower. So, but I did have a 4-pack. I believe that's what they were, 4 packs of that. Finish that finally. This one, oh my gosh. Okay, this was like winter chicken dinner. This was like one of my favorite scents this week. Surfin' USA by Rainbow Melts. Mac Apple, Blueberry Cobbler, and Vanilla Ice Cream. This is hands down a winner. I was like, dang, I wish I had some more of this. I might have some more of this. I don't know. I think these were pie slices, the cutest little pie slices. They were 1.2 ounce each. I did 2. Yeah, I did 2 of them. 2 of the pie slices in my kitchen, which is sometimes gets a weird throw and it's not always the best place to like warm something unless you have a lot of it or something, but this one did actually really good. The Macintosh apple was really strong, and it was so weird. I was outside and I was doing like pool maintenance, and I came back in and the vanilla ice cream smelled cold. Like you could smell the chill of the ice cream. It was like amazing. I was like, am I smelling this right? Or you know, what's happening here? But that apple and the vanilla ice cream, the blueberry cobbler was not the like very strong in here. Let me see how it smells in the bag. Yeah, you can't, and again, you can't really smell that in the bag either. I couldn't smell it on warm myself either. So, but wow, the apple and ice cream, if somebody makes like a Macintosh apple or maybe any kind of fruit with a vanilla ice cream, it's gotta be amazing, because this one was so, so good. I mean, how do you smell the chill of ice cream? I don't know. It was weird, but I was like, this is good. This is really, really good. If I have more of that, I'll be hanging on to it for a little bit. Said that. I don't know why my bag's like, I'm being anal retentive here. Okay. This next one that I finished up was a 3-pack of French Baguette. My family hates this. They says it smells like dirty feet, but honestly, if you want a true like a French baguette scent, this is the one to go for sure. This one is super strong. I think I actually ended up mixing it with some things just because I wanted to, I had some things that I wanted like a bread note in. But this is probably one of my first purchases from 10 Digit is this French Baguette. So this is probably pretty old, and it was still pretty strong. So this one, it just has that buttery, like you can get the butter smell from it. You can smell, I mean, it really smells like a French Baguette. It's just freaking amazing. Like whoever, like whatever oil this is, it's good. It's real, real good. And it's strong, and again, I did it in Scentsy warmers, did it in 20 watts, all fine. Okay, so this next one is Front Porch Lemon Bread. Let's see if the camera... Okay, so this one I felt like was kind of light on the bread, and the lemon was taking over. It was more of a creamy... and the lemon wasn't like super tart or super strong, so I think the bread was definitely toning the lemon down. I felt like it kind of had maybe a little bit of a zesty note to it. It was creamy and zesty at the same time, but not too much on any one, you know what I mean? It reminded me of lemon marshmallow a little bit, but obviously since it had the bread in there, it was kind of changing the notes around a little bit. I felt like the bread could have been a little bit stronger in here, because I felt like the lemon was the thing that was coming out the most for, to be honest. So this is a 4-pack grubby, and I warmed it in various places throughout the last couple days. So that's that right there. Okay, this next one is Boo Breakfast from Rainbow Melts, and this is Maple Pumpkin Hotcakes. Now these were 2 ghosts, and they were 1.2 ounces each. This one I actually had to turn off because it was so strong. I warmed this in my computer room. I put 1 ghost in each of my 20-watt warmers. I did the Blue Glade and the Walgreens. Now, some people have said that the Blue Glade seems to warm a little bit warmer. I'm kind of testing out that theory because I have a white Glade as well. So I've kind of been messing around and trying to see if that's actually true. But this one was a strong maple syrup pumpkin bakery scent. So that's mostly what I got out of it. First I thought I was only getting a touch of the pumpkin, but the pumpkin started to come out a little bit later. This was, again, very strong. This one is, let's see, well, it's not quite a year old. It's got a little bit to go for it to be a year old. Wait, we're in 2016. Yeah, we're almost in June. So I don't know, did I order it? I thought I was on a wax ban for like a year. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe it felt like a year, but maybe it was just a couple months. Seriously, I thought I banned. Maybe I did. Maybe my ban was mostly 2015 and then I ended up ordering. Oh yeah, that's it. I banned for most of the summer. And then I started back up again in like October of 2015 a little bit. Okay, so this next one from Front Porch is Lavender Blackberry Cookies. I was not a fan of this scent at all. This was not a favorite. I couldn't really pick up a cookie scent, and the blackberry just didn't smell very good to me. I'm kind of weird about blackberries now. I thought I liked them at first, but now I'm not, I don't know, I'm just not a big fan. The lavender smells like the regular front porch lavender. I just feel like lavender and blackberry mixed together is just not it's just not very good for me. Anyways, some people might really like that one, just not me. Here's one from 10 Digit. Now, if you watch my last warm reviews, I was saying that 10 Digit, like their bakery scents, tend to not do very well. This one actually did pretty good. It was just an average cookie scent. I mostly got vanilla scent, a vanilla scent from it. So, it was just a normal cookie scent. Would I repurchase this again? Probably not. Maybe if I was going to mix it with something, possibly. But it had a decent throw. I warmed it in my daughter's Scentsy warmer in her bedroom. Yeah, it just smells like vanilla to me, really. And that's what I got on warm. So that was Cookie Monster. I didn't look up the scent description on that, so it might have said something along the lines of strong on vanilla, or I don't know. Okay, so this next one here is Super Tarts, and this is Drax. This has Egyptian musk, figs, nutmeg, and brown sugar. This one was really strong on the Egyptian musk, and I think that's mostly what I was getting from it. On cold now, you can kind of smell the brown sugar, like the sweetness a little bit more. But on warm, like it smells good in the container. I can really smell that brown sugar and kind of that fig note. But when it was warming, the Egyptian musk was probably the strongest thing. I don't think I'm a big fan of Egyptian musk. Kind of reminds me of maybe like hippie-ish. I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it just it didn't sit well with me. So it wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't offensive. Like I could have warmed it for a while and been fine, but it wasn't one that I would be like, oh my gosh, I need to get more of that. So, but I am finding that I am warming up to Super Tarts blends a little bit more. Like I keep a book of all my favorites. Like when I do these weekly melts, I'll go in and I'll write down what my favorites were. And I have a lot of Super Tarts written down in that book. So that's good. This one is You Are My Sunshine by 10 Digit. I'm almost done with my 10 Digit. In fact, the last few I have are winter scents, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna go ahead and start like a bin of just like Halloween and like winter type scents, because I'm not sure. I feel like I want to maybe just set them aside and leave them for winter time. So You Are My Sunshine is zesty lemons and earthy juniper. So now I never would have guessed that there was lemons in this scent. Yeah, on warm, like on cold to me, like I guess I can get lemons, but my nose would have never detected that. It just smells really earthy and kind of bright. Now in the warmer, it did smell very earthy to me. I've never had juniper by itself. It's an interesting scent. I kind of liked it. It wasn't offensive to my nose at all. I would say this mostly had the juniper in it, is mostly what I was smelling. Maybe that lemon in there is different and one that I've never smelled before. It might almost be like a, I don't know, I'm just not smelling lemon in there. Like I just don't smell, like the lemon's not like the strongest thing in there. Okay, so the last thing that I have is the first thing that I warmed this week, and that is Sunny Sorbet from Rainbow Melts. Now this was 3 bunny heads and they were less than an ounce each. I warmed it in my kitchen, which was probably not the smartest idea because each bunny head was less than 1 ounce and my kitchen really needs like a lot of wax to really like throw in there. This scent was so pretty, but it was really kind of on the lighter side, and that was probably my fault because I did warm it in the kitchen. I should have warmed it somewhere in a smaller area so I could have got a better scent throw. This was like a soft bamboo scent. If you look at the scent description, it's California lemons, Italian mandarin with hints of green bamboo. I can't even really describe this scent that well because it was just so pretty. It's just one of those pretty scents where everything like meshes together so that you can't really smell any one thing. But the soft bamboo was not a bitter bamboo like I've smelled before. It wasn't like an earthy bamboo. Yeah, oh, this is so, so pretty. And the funny thing is that even though you see lemons and Italian mandarin on there, it is not dominant on the citrus notes. Like you think it would be, but it's really not. I don't know what kind of magic she's got going on in there, but that one smelled really, really good. It was, like I said, on the lighter side, but that was my fault. I wish I had this in a bigger quantity so I could warm it again in a different area because I didn't want to waste this one, but dang, that one was really, really nice. So, okay, so that is my warm reviews. I'm trying to do better at keeping up with these instead of letting it accumulate so much. Like I'm really warming through wax pretty quickly. I'm finding what I like, honestly, and half of what I've been warming has not been things that I have like necessarily loved. So out of this group, Sunny Sorbet was a favorite, even though it wasn't that strong. Surfing USA, I would definitely get again. Let's see. Through here really quick. Lemon bread was okay. I wouldn't nix that off my list again. But those are my 3 favorites out of this group. So I just messed up all my neat piles. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna be back with another vendor pick because I have this box of miscellaneous. Anyways, I'll just get to that in that video. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching my warm reviews, and I will come back and see you in a little bit. Okay, talk to you later, guys. Bye.